The pain from the destruction of public and private property after the ENDSARS protest was hijacked by hoodlums in Lagos seemed to be healing very gradually, but the Lagos state government is determined to move on and rebuild. This consultative dialogue is the first move to set out on the mission to rebuild the nation's commercial city. It brings together the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Central Bank Governor, and representatives of the private sector. The host, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, reels out the list of challenges faced by the state in the aftermath of the protest.
We require the assistance of the federal government from both the executive and the legislative branches. I would also like to appeal to the National Assembly to take steps to set aside funds for this task of rebuilding and restoring Lagos in the 2021 appropriation bill being deliberated upon currently by the Assembly.
And there's some cheering news. The CBN governor gives the assurance that all those affected by the incident will not be left without support.
Each of the banks have been directed to take stock of those customers that are adversely impacted through looting or destruction of their business premises. The Bankers Committee and the CACOVID will work with all businesses impacted for them to restock and rebuild their businesses again.
And more good news from the Speaker of the House of Representatives and Lagos West Senator from the National Assembly, emphasizing that Lagos deserves a special status.
The National Assembly will do everything it can, but I think it goes beyond the budget or appropriation. I think it will call for special intervention from the federal government to make sure that monies are devoted.
Lagos deserves a special status. Lagos deserves to be treated in the same vein the federal capital of Nigeria, Abuja, is currently being treated.
Please welcome for his remarks.
Despite all the promises in action plan, the Vice President, Professor Osinbajo, is insisting on the need to investigate the root cause of the crisis.
The destruction and disruption of life and work in Lagos is a national tragedy and a major economic setback for the nation. It's important that we investigate and thoroughly interrogate the deep causes of the disenchantment that resulted in the chaos. We must rebuild trust between the government and the governed, the vast majority of who are young persons, trust between the law enforcement agents and the communities that they are meant to serve.
Rebuilding the Lagos of our dreams.
High points of the dialogue is the inauguration of the Board of Trustees set up to implement the master plan to rebuild a 21st century Lagos.